Hello guys, today we will be reacting to a song by Bob Dylan called Sara, which was for his wife, I think. It is in his Desire album, and I think it is one of Bob Dylan's best love song, or probably the best love song of all time. It's up there with something, Say That Lady of the Lowlands, and all that stuff. Before we start, there's some things I know about this album, or I think I know about this song, right? I think Dylan and his wife Sarah was in a separation phase, right, in 1975. And when he sang this song, I think she was present in the studio. And before he sang it, he said it to her that this one is for you. And after that, I think they got back together. So, if a love song can make two people who have separated come back again as together, I think it must be or it should be a great fucking song, right? To bring two people again together with their differences. Let's hear how good the song was that Sarah got back to Dylan, but they eventually divorced in 1978, I think. I'm not sure, but let's start. By the way, I think this is one of Bob Dylan's what can I say? One of Bob Dylan's most listenable harmonica solo, right? There is a assumption with Bob Dylan's harmonica that it is very loud and it is not listenable. But I think this is one of the few Bob Dylan harmonicas that are not not hurting your ears. Like he blasts the harmonica. He plays the harmonica like he's fighting with the harmonica. But this is one of those pleasant harmonica solos, I think, and one of his very best one.
I laid on the dune, I looked at the sky when the children were babies and played on the beach. You came up behind me, I saw you go by. You were always so close and still within reach.
So he's talking about the child and everything that they came up behind me. I saw you go by. If you're in a divorce with someone and you want her back, I think mentioning the child is a great move, right? Because every parent loves their child and have a soft heart for their child, and for the husband too, in some aspect, right? So talking about the child will make anybody, anybody, well, anybody, what?
Sarah, Sarah, whatever made you wanna change your mind? Sarah, Sarah, so easy to look at, so hard to define.
So easy to look at, so hard to define. I think this line encapsulates Dylan's writing style, It is so simple yet so poetic, so easy to look at, so hard to define. If somebody says it to you or says it to me, I will be flattered by it. So easy to define, so easy to look at, so hard to define. Like these one liners of Dylan, I think separates him from his contemporaries or the other writers, right?
I can still see them playing with their pails in the sand. They run to the water, their buckets to fill. I can still see the shells falling out of their hands as they follow each other back up the hill.
The way The way he writes, you can imagine the scene. This is not like a song. It's more like poetry. It's more like a novel. The way he uses his words to paint a picture. What Picasso does with his strokes, Dylan does it with his words. I think he should be up there with the classic writers, classic painters, Shakespeare, Picasso. Dylan is up there as a modern artist.
Sarah, Sarah, sweet virgin angel, sweet love of my life. Sarah, Sarah, radiant jewel, a mystical wife.
That violin sounds so freaking good, right? That violin sounds so freaking good. I think in the entirety of the Desire album, the violin is there. I think a woman plays it, right? But I don't remember the name. She's very beautiful. I think I've seen her in a documentary of Bob Dylan. What was it? Rolling Thunder Avenue or something? I think directed by Martin Scorsese. I don't know, man. Beautiful violin though.
Sleeping in the woods by a fire in the night, drinking white rum in a Portugal bar, them playing leapfrog and hearing about Snow White, you in the marketplace in Savannah, Lamar. Sarah, Sarah, it's all so clear I could never forget. Sarah, Sarah, loving you is the one thing I'll never regret.
Loving you is the one thing I will never regret. Look, again, one of those Dylan one-liners. I think he's better than most writers too. Loving you is the one thing I will never regret. Who says that? Like it is so simple yet so poetic. Nobody can write like him. Like it is so simple, right? I think some writers try to overcomplicate things to talk about their desires, their feelings. They overcomplicate they overcomplicate the words, but Dylan does it with simple words. So easy to look at, so hard to define. Now I'm not saying that he cannot do it with hard, complicated words. Some of his songs I don't even understand. Even some parts of it I cannot understand. Like scorpion means with a calico dress, something like that. There is a line in this song. I never understood it. But beautiful stuff.
I can still hear the sounds of those Methodist bells. I'd taken the cure and it just gotten through. Staying up for days in the Chelsea Hotel, writing sad-eyed lady of the lowlands for you.
What is up with 60s artists and Chelsea Hotel? Like, I know Leonard Cohen's song, I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. Now, Dylan is also mentioning the Chelsea Hotel. What is what is up with it? What is up with it? Why do they stay in the Chelsea Hotel? And why do they mention it? It must be iconic or something. I don't know.
Sarah, Sarah, wherever we travel, we're never apart. Sarah, Sarah, beautiful lady, so dear to my heart.
Beautiful lady, so dear to my heart.
How did I meet you? I don't know. A messenger sent me in a tropical storm.
How did I meet you? I don't know. A messenger sent me from a tropical storm. His words are so mystical. Not only Sarah is mystical, the way he's describing Sarah. and the way he's describing did I did he meet her? It's so mystical and so mysterious. One of Dylan's greatest strength is his mysteriousness, I think.
You were there in the winter, moonlight on the snow, and on Lily Pond Lane when the weather was warm. Sarah, oh Sarah, Scorpio Sphinx in a calico dress.
Scorpion means in a calico dress. I don't understand that line. If anybody understands that line, please let me know. I've tried interpret whatever the word it is. As you can see, English is not my first language, right? So sometimes my punctuations are very bad. It's okay though. I will learn in the coming days.
Oh, Sarah, you must forgive me my unworthiness. Now the beach is deserted except for some kelp and a piece of an old ship that lies on the shore. You always responded when I needed your help. You gave me a map and a key to your door. Sarah, oh Sarah, glamorous nymph with an arrow and bow.
The way he's describing Sarah, it's almost like she's a goddess of mysteriousness and aura, with an arrow and bow. Like he's describing her as a Greek goddess or something, very romantic.
Sarah, oh Sarah, don't ever leave me, don't ever go.
Don't ever leave me, don't ever go. Ah, one of his most or best harmonica solos. Now that's it for today. What can I say? He won the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature. Okay, thank you.